Good morning. Buenos días a todos. How are we today? You guys always come in so fast. I'm still in ILT and you guys are popping in, popping in. Y'all have a good weekend? Everyone have a good weekend, I'm hoping. Hola. Hola, hola. How are we today? So while we wait for everyone else, you guys, check out my background. How do we make this plural? Ella es turista. So remember, in Spanish, the whole sentence has to match, right? Singular, plural, right? Masculine, feminine. So what do we do? It's a good Monday morning brain exercise, right? Just pop it in the chat. Ella, how do we make ella plural, right? How do we make es plural? How do we make turista plural? Okay. How do we make the sentence plural? Yes, Michaela, it's in your resource library. Yep. And the module. Did y'all have a good weekend? What'd y'all do this weekend? Anything fun? Kind of, sort of, Michaela? Kind of, sort of? Elijah? Nothing exciting? Okay, I'm waiting for a few more answers. Oh, I wish I could do that, Michaela. Like this morning, I've been up since 3. Yeah, I wish I could sleep. Okay, I'm still waiting for some answers. You guys remember our chat is the place for us to make mistakes, right? It's the place for to think about it as scrap paper, like doodling. While you do that, I'm going to take roll. Okay, so be thinking. I'd like to see an answer from everyone. Bernadette, are you with us today? Let's see Bernadette. Troy, how you doing, Troy? Arshad? Okay. Anyone seen Nevea this morning? Hi, Maliam. Has anyone seen Nevea this morning or Belle? Morning, Trayvon. Morning, Ethan. There's Bill. Hi, Malik. Okay, I have absent Nevea and Bernadette. There's Bernadette. Okay. Nevea? Just Nevea then. Okay. All righty then. Yep, in Spanish, Malik, in Spanish. So if you're just joining us, you guys, we're working on making that sentence behind me, making it plural. Okay. So You're going to go through every word, right? Good morning, Shamar. There's Nevaeh. All right. Buenos días a todos. Okay, so let's think about how we're going to make this plural. Okay, so let's do it together. First of all, our word ella means she, right? So how do we make ella plural? Can y'all tell me? Somebody can unmute or pop it in the chat. How do we make ella plural? Yeah, we add an S, right? Ellas. So instead of she, it's they. Okay. So now the hard part, what do we do with S? How do we make S plural? What does S become? Very good, Kindle, right? It becomes son. Son. So take a look at my screen and my scribbles up here from our whiteboard, you guys. Ella here, yeah, becomes son, S-O-N. Okay? Because it's yo soy, tú eres, usted es, él and ella es, nosotros somos, ustedes son, ellos and ellas son. Okay, so now we have ellas and son. Now, what do we do with turista? How do we make it plural? Yeah, we just add an S, right? So our sentence should be, oops, I'm trying to put it in chat for you. Okay, check the chat, you guys. Oops, nope, that didn't work. Hang on. That didn't work. Okay. All right, you guys check the chat. So your sentence should be ellas son turistas, right? Ellas son turistas, okay? Everything has to be singular in a sentence. Everything has to be plural. And then if we have like an adjective, like, or a thing like turista, right? We have to make sure if it's masculine or feminine or whatever matches, okay? In this case, we had ella. Yes, Elijah. Okay, any questions about how we did that? Now would be the time to ask. We have so much to do today, you guys. I'm so excited. Okay, let me switch up my background. All right, so that's not the background I need. Louie, hold on. Here it is. Okay, so clase hoy es lunes. Today is Monday. El 13 enero. So we're almost halfway through the month of January. And I'm so excited because Friday, sometime Friday or Saturday morning, I should have a new baby niece. And so I'm so excited to see what they're going to name her. And I'm excited to see what she's going to look like. So vamos a practicar más con el verbo ser. Okay, so we're going to finish practicing with our ser. We do have to have a quiz. At the end of the day today, I'm going to ask you, when would you like to take this quiz? Okay. And so be paying attention today. Today is, like I say, one of the last practice days that we're going to have on SARE. Okay. All right. Any questions about what I just said? Okay. Here's what we're going to do to warm up today. Okay. Let me get this rolling here. All right, everybody needs to, whatever they're looking at, I'm not sure, but everybody needs to take a look at my screen. And what do you see on my screen, you guys? Jamarian, what do you see on my screen? Nevaeh? You all right today, Trevon? Yes, you see deck of cards. Okay. So if this works, okay, we are going to practice our SARE, right? So here we go. Let's see if it's right. Okay. I'm going to turn off the sound. Okay, you guys. So tell me, nosotros somos. What does it mean? Very good. Now you can either put it in chat or I'm going to call on you, one or the other. If you don't know, what is your answer supposed to be in chat? IDK, right? Very good. Nosotros somos. All right. Nosotros, we, right? So nosotros somos, clase. We are. Muy bien. Muy bien. Okay, good job. All right, let's pull another one. Y'all ready? Tú eres. Tú eres. Very good. Very good. Very good, you guys. So you're telling me you are, and who would be the you? Are we talking to our friend or are we talking to a stranger? A friend. Okay, good. Tú eres, you are. Very good, you guys. Okay, remember that you can raise your hand and unmute as well. Okay, anytime. All right, here we go. Soy. So be careful with this one. Yep. Soy. Yeah, Ray, good job. Good job, you guys. Yes. Yes. So if you said to me, I am, you're absolutely right. Because in Spanish, we don't always have to use the yo or the tú or the nosotros or whatever, right? Because those words are used uniquely. In other words, if I'm saying eres, right? If I'm talking to you and I'm saying eres, I don't need to add tú in there because eres is that word. That's the only word. It doesn't exist in any way, other shape or form. And so we know that we're saying tú, just like for soy. We know that there's no other way to say am. We know that soy is soy. And so we don't even have to say yo, right? Nosotros somos would be another example, right? We don't need to say nosotros somos. We can just say somos because that tells us who we're talking about, right? Or what we're talking about. Okay, good. Okay, a couple more. Ustedes son. Ustedes son. Now you got to be careful with this one. I don't know why there's an accent there. It shouldn't be. Perfect, Ray. I need you to be specific. Perfect, Shamar. Good, Kendall. Yeah, very good. Yeah, the accent there is wrong. I don't know why it's there. The typo. Okay, ustedes is you plural, right? Because it's got an ES on it. So that tells us it's you all, right? So specifically, you all are. Ustedes son, right? Ustedes son estudiantes, right? You all are students, okay? Right? Ustedes son, plural. All right, muy bien. Couple more. LS. Good, Elijah. Good, Trayvon. Good, Bell. Yep, Ray. Malia, good job. C, Kinsley. Perfect. Perfect, Nevaeh Shamar. Okay, so you all are telling me he is. He is. Very good. Now remember, it's not always he. It can also be it, right? Because remember that things in Spanish have are either masculine or feminine, right? So if it was like a book, that was because a book is masculine, right? Then it'd be LS. Yes, it depends on the sentence, of course, right? But just a reminder that it's not always he. Sometimes it's about a thing, right? Not just a person. Okay. All right, one more. All right, usted es. Usted es. Be specific. Shamar. Is that what we say? What is good English, you guys? Yeah, there you go. Shamar. Careful, Elijah. Usted is you when we're talking to someone we don't know. And so usted es, right? You are when we're being formal, right? When we're talking to someone we don't know, we would say usted es. Okay, yeah. Okay, do you want to do one more of these, or do you guys ready to move on? Want to do one more? Are you good? Yes, one more? Okay. All right. Ellas son. Ellas son. You got to be specific. Very good, Bernadette. Good, Belle. Ellas son. Good. Okay, you guys are telling me they are. So who is the they? Are they masculine or feminine? Feminine. Very good. They're feminine, right? Anything with the A is feminine. Ellas, right? Son. Okay. All right. Muy bien. Good job, you guys. Good job, you guys. Any questions about that? All right. So, oops, I just lost that. So today, you guys, our job again is to kind of put the finishing touches on our practice for the verb ser. And I just lost my next slide screen. Let me get back there. Okay. All right, I got it. All right, so we're not going to do all of these, we usually kind of skip around, right? So you guys remember in our plurals, we had nosotros somos, ustedes son, ellos and ellas son, okay? And so what I would like us to do is kind of put it all together, right? So if you all can see here, take a look at my screen, please, my Zoom screen. Okay, those are all, that's it, you guys. It's 5 little words. Okay, 5 little words that give us all this grief, right? Soy, eres, es, somos, and son. That is it. Okay, so what I want to do is to just go through some of these and kind of, like I said, put the finishing touches on our comprehension or our practice of this. Okay, so real quick, you guys, in the chat, and I am going to call on you to unmute as well. So number 3, tú blank de Chile. So what we're saying is, are you from the country of Chile? So how would you fill in the blank? Tell me in chat. Your choices are there on the right. How would you fill in the blank? Very good. Keep it coming. Good job. Good. Andrea, good. Right? Good job. It's tú, right? Tú. Very good, you guys. Yes. Good. Okay. Yeah. So does anybody want to unmute and tell us what you filled the blank with? Ethan, you want to unmute real quick and just read us the word? You just put it in the chat. What would you put in the blank? Ethan?
Eres.
Yeah, very good. Eres. Clase, very good. Eres. Okay. Tú eres. Okay. So how would I know that? Well, I have to kind of remember in my mind, remember we did singulars and plurals. And so these are the singulars, right? And these are the plurals. Okay. And so I know it goes yo, tú, right? Usted, él, and ella. And also remember, you guys, yo is yo. And so the form that goes with yo, you just flip flop this. Okay. So yo, tú, usted, él, and ella, right? Okay. Muy bien. All right. Let's try número 7, number 7. Karina y Roxana blank de Cuba. So Karina and Roxana are from Cuba. Andrea, that's perfect. Good, Kendall. Yes, Trayvon. Yep. Number 7, you guys. Número 7. Good, Shamar. Want to hear from everyone? Good, Bernadette. Good, Nevaeh. Okay. All right. Are you including yourself? What's our cheat? What's our hack to know when it's we, when it's nosotros? Are we including ourselves in this one? Bernadette, can you unmute and tell us how you filled in the blank for 7? What word did you choose?
I choose son.
Son, right? Why did you choose son? Because it's ellas. We're talking about these 2 ladies being from Cuba. So they are from Cuba. Ellas son. Okay. So remember, you guys, it's only somos if you're including yourself, because that's we, right? Like Bob and I, right? So yo, anytime you see that yo, it's going to be nosotros. If you don't see yo, then your only other plural option is son. Okay, any questions there? All right, I'm going to skip up here and we're going to do número 2, number 2, Pablo. Pablo is from Colombia, the country. So what do I put in the blank for number 2, class? Thank you, Bernadette. Good, Trayvon. Bell, good job, Kendall. What do I do for number 2? I'm on number 2. Perfect. Okay, perfect. All right, muy bien. All right, so for number 2, let's see. Andrea, can you unmute and tell us what you put in the blank for number 2 about Pablo?
Es.
Okay, muy bien. Pablo es, right? Pablo es, because it's he, yeah, él, right? So él es. Okay, Pablo es de Colombia. Okay, the last one we're going to do is número 10, number 10. And I want you to be careful here. What does this comma tell us? And what is this? Okay. All right. So be careful before you pop your answer in the chat for number 10. All right. Good job, you guys. Can't trick you. Very good. Very good. Exactly. So, let's see. Trayvon, you want to unmute and tell us what you put in the blank for number 10?
I put ES.
Yep, that's it. You're going to say S, right? First of all, because you guys, it's usted es. Okay. And also, what is that comma telling us? Y'all remember that when we have a comma and like a dash? What does that tell us? It tells us that we are talking to the person. So, Mr. Fernandez, are you from Puerto Rico? Right? That's how we would translate number 10, because we're talking to him. I know that because of this comma. I'm addressing Mr. Fernandez. I'm not talking about him. Okay? All right. Any questions, you guys? Preguntas. Any questions here? All right. So give me a 3, 2, 1. How did you feel about those? 3, I got it. 2, I need practice. 1, I don't have any idea. 3, 2, 1, you guys. All right, perfect. Lovely. Okay. Muy bien. We're going to get some practice today. Okay. So now let's try, you guys, if we can. We're going to sort of, well, that's okay. That's what we're here for, right? We're going to try to make sort of like some sentences, or we're going to try to build some things. Okay. And it's pretty important. Remember our 4 skills. Listening, reading, writing, and speaking is at the very last. Like we got to have some stuff in our file cabinet, you know, before we can put it all together and spit it out in the open, right? So that's kind of what we're working on. So let's pretend. I need everybody to check out my screen. This is really important. So I really need everyone's attention. Okay. All right. So let's pretend, you guys, she is a teenager. And so that's singular, right? I only have one teenager here. So ella es una muchacha. She's a teenager. Okay. So just like in our warm-up today, I wanted us to try to work together to make these plural. Okay. And some of you guys were confused, you know, on the warm-up this morning. So like I said, I really need your attention here. So let's just take it word for word. So we have ella, and we're going to make it plural. And so that's going to become ellas. Okay. Now my plural of s, you guys. Look up here at my screen. The plural of s is going to be son, right? And then in Spanish, I don't always have to include my una, but I'm going to. I'm just going to say unas. Okay, I'm just going to make it plural. And then muchachas. I'm going to add an s on muchachas because now I have more than one. So did you see what I've done, you guys? I've gone through every word, figured out what these rules are that we've been practicing all year long, and then changing my sentence to plural. Okay. All right. So let's come over here now. We got an it, we got a thing. So does anybody know the word for book by chance? I've said it several times, but maybe you just remember it from somewhere. Book. Do we know the word for book? Yeah, libro. So if it ends in a O, very good. That tells us it's masculine, right? So I'm going to say L, right? And then is for L is S. We know that. And then un, because it's masculine. And then libro, right? Okay. I would like for you guys in the chat to take this LS un libro and do what I did for this one up here and just go through every word. And how would you make it plural? And just pop it in the chat. I need the whole sentence. I need to know that you know how to make a sentence plural because we have to change every word in Spanish like I did up here, right, Bernadette? So you can't just tell me, oh, I would add an S. I'm talking about rewriting the whole sentence, okay? How would we do it? How did I do it? Okay, Shamar, did you go through every word and make it plural? Did you go through every word and make it plural? That's what you need to be asking yourself. Just like I did up here. Perfect, Ray. So how do we make L plural? How do we make S plural? How do we make un plural? How do we make libro plural? You got to go through every word, right? This is like creating muscle memory, right, in our brain. Almost there, Shamar. Bernadette, very good. Come on, I need to hear from everyone. Don't chicken out on me, you guys. Give it a try in the chat. That's where we're supposed to make our mistakes. Perfect, Shamar. Tiana, check out your verb. How do we make S plural? Close, Bell. All right, so take a look at my screen. Okay, everybody take a look at my screen. So we got to figure out how to make L plural. Okay, you remember way back when we learned these pronouns, yo, tú, usted, él, and ella, nosotros, ustedes, ellos, and ellas, right? So how do we make L plural? L becomes ellos. Okay, so you see, you guys, what we're doing is we're trying to put all of these things that we've been practicing and we're trying to put them together. Okay, then we learned how to say is and are. So if it's ellos, right? S becomes son. Looking at my Zoom screen, son. Okay, how do we say un and make it plural? It becomes unos. We learned that way long ago, first of the year. And then we know libro is book, and we add an S, libro. So so you should have ellos son unos libros, right? They are books, right? So what you should see, or what you should realize, I'm hoping, is that when we make these simple sentences, it's like everything we've learned, all these rules about how to make things plural, all these rules about what is masculine and feminine, all these things like I and you and he and she and they and we. And now we're adding an action, the verb to be, and what form fits, what form matches with L, what form matches with ellas, what form matches with tú. We have to start putting all these sort of puzzle pieces together. Okay. Okay. So now you're going to help me. And in the interest of time, we're going to skip this one. We're going to come down here to you are or rather, I am a boy. Okay. We're going to skip this one. Right. We're not going to do that one. So forget this one. Okay. All right. So let's come down here to I am a boy, and it's singular. So how do I say I am in Spanish? Good. Okay, yo soy. Or I could just say soy, right? Okay. And then we said okay, so what's our word for boy? We could use niño, which is like a boy child. If we're a little boy, we could say chico or niño. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do niño, but I don't have a way to make an accent on that, right? So, oh, there it is, but it's going to capitalize it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yo soy un niño. All right. Now, your job, our job, is to make this plural. Now this, I saved the best for last, right? This one's the complicated one. Yes, Ethan. So remember the trick I'm always telling you guys about when to know that something is plural, or rather we, when I say, for example, Bob and I, right? Like Bob y yo. And I keep telling you guys that when you see that, that is we or nosotros. Isn't that right? Isn't that what I keep telling you guys? Yeah. So that this y yo becomes kind of like our hack, our cheat, that should automatically tell us that I'm including myself and I. Okay. And therefore nosotros. So if I want to make this plural, I'm still including myself, but now, Susie or Bob anyway, is with me. So I can say me and Bob, right? So Bob, y yo, and I don't care what name you pick, but notice how now what that means is that it's not just yo, it's no longer singular, right? Now there's Bob tagging along. Everybody understand what I'm saying here? yes, yes. So it's not just me by myself, right? Now it's Bob and me. All right. So if it's Bob and me, then how do I make soy plural? Well, again, my hack is that if I'm including myself, it's going to be nosotros and therefore somos. Okay, do y'all see that next step? Yes, if I'm saying Bob and me, which is we, then it's nosotros and therefore somos. And if we are both boys, then we would say unos niños. Right, you guys, do you get this? Yes or no? This is the hard part. Very good, Shamar. Okay, so do you have any questions about that last one? You guys, the plural of I, even in English, the plural of I is we. And so in Spanish, we is nosotros. So you have to use whatever verb form is going to fit for nosotros, right? So that's the thing we got to remember. The plural of I is we in any language. Okay. All right. Any questions about making things plural? All right. Here in just a second, I'm going to give you guys a little brain break. Here in just a second, I am going to head on over to GoGuardian, and I'm going to give us one practice assignment. Actually, we're going to go to Nearpod first. We're going to do one practice assignment in a quick Nearpod, and then I'm going to give you guys some time to work on your assignments today, and I will head on over to GoGuardian, and then I can help you out. Okay, so let's do this one last thing in this Nearpod. As soon as it loads, I'll put the code in or the link in. Okay, there is the link. And there is the code. Okay. Elijah, did you get that link? Okay. There it is again. And I need to see everybody in this Nearpod. I'm actually going to take attendance with this Nearpod, so make sure you're in. Otherwise, I'll have to count you absent. Make sure you're in the Nearpod because that's how I'm taking attendance, you guys. Bill? Bill? Okay. All right. So let's see what we're doing here, you guys. You are matching the correct form of ser to the subjects given. So let's do one together. Okay, real fast. Let's say, let's do Senor Smith y Senor Jones. So we are talking about them. Okay, so it would be the same as saying ellos, right? And then I'm just going to find the verb that matches, and I'm going to just do that. So I'm just matching. Okay? Everybody see what I'm doing? Take a look at my Zoom screen if you need, or make sure you're seeing my Nearpod screen. Okay, so I'm going to give you all a minute or two to think about those, to get those done. And then we'll check our answers. Remember, you have this visual in your modules in Canvas that you can always open up and refer to. I don't see everyone in the Nearpod. There should be 18 of you in the Nearpod. And I only have 17 of you, so someone's not in here. I think it's probably Troy. Troy, you need to join us in the Nearpod. That's a good plan of attack, Trevon. Malik, you're just matching. Give it your best shot. You guys should open up, or could open up, your visual, or if you have notes, open up your notes. Think singular, think plural. Don't let it get you hung up. If there's one you can't figure out, skip it. Go to the next one. So Andrea, remember that yo, right, is plural, and you're including yourself. What does that tell us automatically? And I, we, right? Bob and I, we. Ethan, how you doing? All you're doing is matching, you guys. All you're doing is matching. Remember, singulars and plurals. Okay, another minute. When you think you're happy, make sure that you have submitted. Okay, remember in our plurals, we only have two choices, somos and son. Those are the only two plural words we have for ser. Nosotros somos, ustedes, ellos, and ellas son. So if you wanted to start with the plurals, you know you only have two choices, somos and son. Right? And then you can go back and try to figure out what are the singulars. Soy, you know that one is yo flip-flopped, right? Yo and oi. Yo soy. Okay? You guys know this. Don't let it confuse you. Just remember, for ser, the only two plurals are somos and son. I don't remember if I put in an extra shamar. Honestly, I don't recall. I guess you could count them. And remember, you have to think about, are you talking to the person? Or are you talking about the person? Is it a we thing? You know, are you including yourself? Okay, go ahead and submit, you guys, whatever you have, and we're going to go over the answers real quick. So go ahead and submit. All right, good job, Michaela, Ethan, just go ahead and submit. All right, so you can either follow along in Nearpod or you can check out my Zoom screen, right? So let's do the singulars. Let's put the singulars up here. So we have tu. Okay, Ethan, watch my screen. Can you see my screen? And we have señorita is singular. I'm just pulling out all the singulars. Okay, Lupe, Javier, Susie. Okay, all right. So what form, how do we say you are, right? You're just matching the correct form of ser. So which form goes with tu? Remember this earlier today, we had the cards and I was picking the cards, right? So what form goes with tu, clase? Eres. You are, right? Tu eres. So we're matching tu and eres. Okay, Ethan? If we're talking about Señorita Rivas, her name is Rivas, Señorita, we would say she, ella. So ella es. She is. Okay. Lupe, again, is a woman's name. She is, ella es. Right? Javier is a guy. He is, Javier es. Okay. All right. So now let's take a look at this last one. This is a person introducing herself. Right? She's saying, me llamo Susie. My name is Susie and I something, something, something. So, me llamo Susie y soy, let's pretend, una estudiante or something, and I'm a student. My name is Susie and I am a student, right? So again, this is sort of in the context of a sentence. My name is Susie and I something, something, something. Soy, okay? All right, any questions there? All right, so now let's pick out the plurals. We already did this one, so let's do Bob y yo. And Mario y tú. And I guess that's it. All right. So if it's Bob and I, it's the same as saying we and therefore nosotros. And so my answer is going to be nosotros somos. And Mario y tú is Mario and you. So we're saying you all. It's you, multiple people. It's you and Mario, right? You all, you guys. I'm talking to more than one person. So that would be ustedes, right? So son. Okay. All right. Questions. Did I forget one? I don't think so. So you see, guys, this is a simple kind of memorize. We have to memorize matching. It's a matching, right? But it's a matching of ideas. Okay. All right. After this matching thing, how'd you feel about it? 3, 2, or 1? Tell me in chat. After that matching, 3, 2, or 1, how you feeling? Okay. Let me know. Okay. All right. So it changed. It changed from earlier. All right. Okay, you guys. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Okay, so go ahead and go to Canvas. You can get out of that Nearpod, you guys. Let's all head over to Canvas, por favor. And I'm going to give you the rest of class, and I do not want you to leave Zoom. Okay, the point of this is for you to ask me questions, right? So I need for everyone to head over to Canvas. And we have several assignments to practice with. So give me a thumbs up when you're in Canvas. Give me a thumbs up when you're in Canvas, por favor. Send me some kind of emoji of some sort or something. Thank you. Okay. All right, perfect. So I'd like for you to go to the resource library, which should be the very first kind of module in there. And when you get to the resource library, and if you can't figure out where I am, just take a look at my Zoom. Right, the resource library. And you're going to scroll to the bottom. And you're going to see this thing called the visual guide. And you want to open it up. Right, and there it is. Okay. So if you want to screenshot it so that you can open it in another tab, that would probably be a smart thing to do. Or find a way to keep it open while you're doing your work in Canvas so that you can go back and forth to it. So I'm going to give you a minute to screenshot it or whatever you plan on doing so you can have it open. And I can leave it up on my, I can go back and leave it up on my screen, but that means you're just going to have to go back and forth to Zoom, you know, so it's however you want to work. But my recommendation is you can't really guess at these things, right? Because it's not English. So you really need to have a resource to help you. So once you have that pulled up in another tab somehow, right? You want to go back to your module and you want to go to Unit 1. Okay, let me know when you guys are ready for the next part of this. Let me fix my screen. Hold on one second. Shoot. Okay, do we all have that and we're ready to go? I need some feedback from you. Okay. I was kind of giving you guys time to do that. Okay, so now what I need you to do is go back and refresh your Zoom screen, your Canvas. And I want you to go to the module. It should be down at the bottom. My computer won't let me get out of that. Well, I'm trying to get back there for you. Make sure you refresh your screen. You want to go to the Unidad Uno, Mexico, where our work is stored. I know, Shamar, mine is too, right? So patience. Okay, guys, take a look at my screen. Everybody take a look at my screen. All right, the three things at the very bottom, right, of your module is an online practice sheet. And then you have these two activities in VHL. I need to know if you do not see those three things at the very bottom of your module, module 1 or unit 1. It's the first one is an online practice sheet. And then you have these two that are linked in VHL. I need a thumbs up if you're good. Thank you, Ethan. Belle, was that a thumbs up? Ray, how about you, Malia? Thank you, Michaela. Trayvon. Okay. Shamar, I know you said you were laggy. Thank you, Nevea. Arshad, you with me? Andrea? Okay. So this online practice sheet, thank you guys. I'm just trying to give you time to, I don't want to move too fast. So you have this in there. I went ahead and put it in there and you just fill in the blanks. Use your text box, scroll up and down here and you can get those completed and submit it. So that's pretty, straightforward. The VHL stuff is a little different, right? So let's hope it works. Let's see what happens if I click on one. I don't know what this means. Does this pop up for you guys all the time? I don't know. Agree. All right. So for this is a little paragraph. All you have to do is use that visual guide that I asked you to take a screenshot of or whatever to fill in the blanks. Okay, so don't let the fact that it's a paragraph confuse you, right? You type in the words, you submit it, right? So what form of ser goes with yo? So that's all you're doing for that one. Okay, questions on there? Okay, then you have a second one in VHL. Los Amigos de Bob. Of course, it's not going to open for me. Well, it's not going to open for me. So make sure you guys are working on 1, 2, 3, 2 in VHL and that other one, the online practice sheet. The online practice sheet, you guys have plenty of time to get that submitted before you leave today, right? Or either one of those VHL assignments as well. Okay, any questions about what we're doing? Oh, I just lost my canvas. Okay, there it is in the chat. I'm on Go Guardian with you. Let me know if you get stuck. If you need me to help you fill in a blank. Kinsley, Matt, Elijah. I don't see you in Go Guardian. Ethan. Yeah, you guys have 10 minutes, so you have plenty of time to get most of these done. Ethan, I don't see where you are in Go Guardian. Okay. Kinsley and Elijah, I don't see you guys either in Go Guardian. Okay, remember to submit. And let me know if you guys have a question. Remember to be careful about singular and plural. Tomas is a man's name, like Thomas. Okay, Ethan, you doing all right there? Let me get there, Ray. So put it up on your Google, on your Go Guardian, I mean, Ray. Okay, did you submit them all, Andrea? Good job. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that, Ray. You're matching with Nicholas, Nick. Because you're saying Nick is something something, right? Good, Andrea. So your focus is Nick. Okay, and you don't have to add un or unos or anything, right? You're just adding the verb form. So don't worry about uno, unos or anything like that. Just add your form of ser. Okay. Because in Spanish, they don't always use una and unos, right? Very good, Trayvon. Make sure you submit. Malia, you doing all right? Belle, Bernadette? Very good, Belle. Very good. Yay, you guys are great. Okay, so my last question, we have about 4 minutes left. If you're still working, keep working, right? But I have a quick question for everyone, and you can put your answer in the chat. So we need to quiz on these verb forms. Would you like to quiz on Thursday of this week, or would you like to quiz on Tuesday of next week? So tell me this week or next week? Thursday or Tuesday, and the whatever the majority is, that's when we'll do it. Okay. This week or next week. So far I have 2 for next week and 1 for this week. So put your vote in if you want to be heard. Another next week. Okay. Ethan, is that next week? Is that what 2 means? Okay. I agree with you, Andrea. Okay, let me know so I can count them up. This week or next week? Tiana, did you vote? Okay, so far Thursday is winning. This week is winning. So if you want to do it next week, you better speak up. Okay. All right, you guys. So Thursday, this is what you're telling me. So this week, okay? We have a couple of minutes left for class, so get those finished up. So based on your votes, you guys, we will quiz on these verb forms on Thursday. You do have that Quizlet in the modules. You can play the games, and there's flashcards to help you study. You can also just try to practice that with the visual resource that's in there. Okay, and then you want to make sure that any assignments that we've done or any practices are complete. Okay, you guys? All right, finish up. And then we'd be done. You guys did a great job today. We got a lot done. Good for you.
Adios, buenos dias.
Time C. Adios, you guys. Pat yourselves on the back because you did a great job today. Adios a todos. Good job, you guys. Thursday quiz. Thursday quiz. Okay. Adios. Adios. Have a great day.